What is up, guys? It's Super Electivire here, and we will be doing another Pokemon set today. Today will be Exploud, who is the loud noise Pokemon and number 295 in the Dex. Now, you are going to want to know that Exploud is not the best Pokemon stat-wise, but can certainly pack a huge punch. In addition, some other problems are, well, he has anger problems. And he, scares everybody, with his face and his loud noises. But yeah, one of the worst possible things that happened to Exploud would be his horrible typing. Take a look at this. He is a normal type, which means that he has no double weaknesses, no double resistances, no weaknesses at all, and one weakness to fighting with an immunity to Ghost. So the immunity is pretty handy. Sometimes, although Ghost isn't that common, it is still pretty common. But the weakness is to fighting, and in addition, combined with no resistances, really is a really horrible typing, especially since its stab doesn't even hit anything super effectively. So yeah, we don't want normal. So yeah, Exploud seems to be raging today. So he ends up having a decent HP, which is pretty nice. He does look pretty bulky, so I can understand that HP. But his attack and his special attack are mediocre. I mean, come on. He hurts people's ears when he walks in the room. I mean, he's got to have a higher special attack than that. His speed is 68, which I can also understand it, but his defenses are really low. So, yeah, only 490 base stat total. Exploud is really raging today, just saying. Yeah, so yeah, just throw them out. But as for its abilities, he does have a good ability, which is very nice. Now, the first ability would be Soundproof, and Soundproof basically you're immune to sound-based moves, which is pretty much only good if you're going to be using a substitute set. So, it's more of a sweeper, so you'd want to go with its hidden ability. And its hidden ability would be Scrappy, which allows you to hit Ghost-type moves with normal and fighting type moves. Sorry, you can hit Ghost types with normal and fighting moves. I'm sorry. This is pretty much good because your stab does not have any um, immunities that can come in and switch into his boom burst. The only thing that will switch into this would be rock and steel types. So you should basically use this. It's virtually, there's only one standard set you could really run on this. If you really wanted, you could run a substitute set with soundproof, but you can go ahead and make one up for that one yourself. I don't think it's that great, but you could try it. Now, yeah, basically everything you see here is going to be either TM or a level up move. So this is basically the standard set, and if you are going to go by Smogon and Showdown, it is a mix of OU, RU, and UU. If you're going to go with X and Y or Poke Battle, it's basically the set that you can run. So essentially, you have a choice here in the last two slots because you can choose two fire moves if you wish, or you can choose coverage or substitute, your choice there. Now, this is basically going to be trying to hit as hard as possible, so that's why you do want to have choice specs. However, if you'd like to run substitute, as I said, you can. If you do run substitute, you have a choice. You can either run Scrappy, or you can run Soundproof, your choice. Now, I would personally just run Scrappy, but if you have soundproof, then it prevents hyper voice from hitting through substitute, which is very helpful. If you are going to run substitute, you will have to run life orb because, well, have you ever tried choicing yourself into substitute? Yeah, it's not that fun. Especially when you realize, well, you're just wasting life. You can also run leftovers if you want for substitute, but to be honest, you won't see many people running substitute, and honestly, there's not that much point in running substitute, but it will help, in case you are toxic or something, or if you want to predict a switch, it can help. But hyper voice exists, so. As for the three fire moves, you can choose to either run Flamethrower, Overheat, or Fire Blast. Now, Flamethrower versus Fire Blast is very, very universal. You can either choose to run higher accuracy, which would be Flamethrower, for less power, or vice versa for Fire Blast. Now, Exploud does get Overheat, which is pretty cool, because you actually have three choices. Now, what Overheat does is it takes a little bit of both. It takes, instead of 100% accuracy for Flamethrower, it'll take 90. Instead of 85% accuracy on Fire Blast, it'll take 90. The damage output is actually higher, with Fire Blast doing 110, if I believe, and Overheat doing 130. Now, the only problem with this is that every time you use this, it's exactly like Draco Meteor, where you lose -2 stages in special attack. Now, this is sort of bad, I suppose, because you're not going to be dealing as much damage, especially in your other moves. Now, if you are choice specs, it's great because you can use this a couple of times while doing normal damage. But because you are choice specs, chances are you are going to want to switch. So overheat is basically the best used on choice spec sets. You won't really see overheat with life orb. Now, that being said, flamethrower and fire blast are both very viable on choice spec set, and you can definitely run them whether you want, whether you hear me saying overheat or not. You do want a cleric, something that can use heal bell to get rid of your toxic, something that can wish past your life back. You're not gonna be able to take many hits, so this is like a one-hit wonder or something. But if you don't want it to be that frail, like that easy to take down, you could definitely set up sticky web, and in addition, put up some hazards like stealth rock and spikes, because that will really allow him to 1 KO stuff much easier. In addition, you can baton pass speed boosts, which can really, really, really help Exploud a lot. After you do web, the sticky web, or even baton pass 1 boost of speed, I'm pretty sure you outspeed Greninja if I did the speed calcs right. So, ghost types will be able to take those fighting type attacks that will hit you super hard, and will be able to take them for an immunity, which is very, very helpful. So if you want to bring like Gengar to help, trap stuff, Mega Gengar, I mean, to trap stuff, and then dispatch them so that Exploud can sweep easier, that's great. Now, if you want to bring like Scarf Pokemon like Chandelure, just watch out that you don't really want too many choice Pokemon on a team. You can bring stuff, fast ghost types like Chandelure and Gengar, and they'll be able to dispatch opponents as well. So those are pretty cool. You can also bring Resists, of course. That will help you a lot. Now, I'm not sure if you guys noticed. Well, it's pretty obvious, huh? But yeah, my computer went really weird. Couldn't log in and stuff. So while I was making this video now, I'm actually stuck using Firefox right now since my Google Chrome is not actually working. So, yeah, this is going to be like that for the rest of this video. And it's going to keep popping up that thingy. But, the video's almost over, so it won't be too big of a deal. As for its, maybe what it's based off, it could be based off of a pipe organ, which is known for its loud volume. And in addition, its appearance is very similar, as the pipe organ has lots of like organ. Oh, I don't know what they're called, but they're like little pipes. And if you notice on Exploud, he has those pipes, and then they have a yellow border. So that's pretty cool, I thought. Its name origin may be from explode and loud, and those are basically things that Exploud, is known for. And it also got a special defensive boost. So yeah, now Exploud has really caused a lot of problems in this video. It's been blowing things away, doing all sorts of stuff. Now, I would really appreciate it if he would stop. And, of course, he's not going to, so don't think I could do much else. This guy's just gonna keep wrecking havoc and stuff, so unfortunately, he's not as good as wrecking havoc on the battlefield as wrecking havoc in real life, So, so yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, there's nothing much I can do, so see you guys later.